Hi there, this is Sophie from Prospology. I hope you're doing well. This video is a bit more on the personal side, but it does relate to my success as a freelance medical writer. Why did a lack of support from my family actually help me succeed in my professional career? Not everybody has this way of looking at it, but I certainly do. I think there are huge benefits to being in the position that I was in, and I want to share some of them with you today. Number one is that I had to step up and win. When you are lacking support from your family, you don't have a fallback. You don't have anyone else to turn to if you don't make the income that you want, if you aren't able to sustain your business or the lifestyle that you want. You have to step up. You have that underlying fear of failure, but also the need to support yourself, to succeed, to be okay. And when there's no one else there, you really do have to step up and you decide, this is happening, I'm doing this. And I think that was a huge reason why I was able to achieve the success that I did. The second thing is that everything I achieved was my own. Now, this isn't to say that if you have the support available to you, you shouldn't take it, because that is also a really great approach if you're trying to achieve something. But I will say that up until that point, I had lent a lot on other people to help me achieve things. And when I was able to grow a 6-figure business on my own, completely on my own, I felt proud of that. I felt like I had achieved something and I felt like I was capable of doing anything. And so being able to take that credit for what I was able to build is a really great feeling of self-sufficiency and of being there for myself. And so that is not something that I would have had if my family was there kind of lending me money or, holding my hand through the whole process or helping me out in some way. It all came from me, and everything I did was my own achievement. Number 3 is that it made me stronger and more confident as a person and as a professional. So you have to build up this resiliency, and you have to be able to stand strong when things aren't going your way. With any business or any time that you're responsible for things going to plan, you do build up that strength. And through doing things on your own without having that support there, you build up a lot of confidence in your own abilities as well. And as I mentioned, I hadn't really been doing things on my own much up until that point, or it didn't feel like I had. So confidence was a huge, huge thing that I needed, and it definitely gave me that. So I'm really, really grateful that I had that experience. The fourth thing is that my resolve was higher than ever. So I mentioned like the rejection that you might face or the setbacks that you might experience. It really does solidify that vision that you have for yourself and your life and your future and the way that you want things to turn out to be. And so for me, it just strengthened that even more, and it just became this unshakable part of me that I knew I was going to achieve, because I didn't need anyone to give me permission for it. I didn't need anybody to tell me that it was a good idea or that it was okay. It all came from me. And the last thing is that I learned to trust myself a lot more than I was before. And that's what comes from making your own decisions and executing the things that you say you're going to do, and then seeing the outcome of that. And obviously things might not always be smooth sailing, especially in the beginning, but when you see yourself making those decisions and seeing that the outcome can be positive, and that you know what you're doing and you know how to get yourself to where you want to be, that is so, so powerful. And that trust that you have in yourself will then bleed into other areas of your life. So I think that's really valuable thing that I got from this whole experience. So those are the top 5 things that came to mind when I thought about why I was able to succeed despite not having support from my family. It actually ended up being really advantageous to me. If you're in this position and you want to chat about it, or you're finding it difficult, do reach out and I'd love to hear more about your experience.